Here's a story about an introverted boy. A boy wakes up in the morning, struggling to get out of bed. As he gets ready for school, he thinks about finally talking to other students in class and making new friends. But when the time comes to do that, he
freezes up.
He can't do it. He's too comfortable not talking to anyone that's unbearable to initiate a conversation. He sits alone at lunch, looking at all his classmates having fun talking to each other.
He wishes he had friends like that.
After school, he went to work. He told himself,
"Today is the day I'll make conversation with my coworkers."
but when he sees his coworkers,
Nothing comes out of his mouth.
no matter how hard he tries, he can't bring himself to do it. He goes on to hate himself for not being able to socialize with anyone. Alright, so what have we learned from this story? Well, we know that he's very scared of talking to people, but we also know that he wants to talk to people. Maybe you felt the same before, feeling stuck between fear and the desire to connect. Well, if you have, you're not an introvert. You just have
Social anxiety. Yeah, I've noticed what social anxiety.
kind of says it in the name, but being scared to be social, but it's more than that. It's just a constant discomfort and insecurity that it's like impossible to conversate with someone without being so energy consuming and draining. Like when I'm with a group of friends, someone I don't know walks in, I just get so scared. I'm not myself anymore. It's like I lose all my personality and I just become like this quiet, silent person. And because it's so uncomfortable, you constantly want to be comfortable with how you are. So you want to stay quiet, but are you truly an introvert because you want to be quiet, or is it because you're comfortable that you're quiet but you want to talk to people? And I feel like that's how I feel. I want to talk to so many people, but I'm so comfortable not talking to anyone because it's so out of my comfort zone, because I'm just scared to talk to people, but I want to talk to people. You want to be yourself, you want to show them your personality, you want to show everyone your personality, but you can't. It's so uncomfortable because you're so comfortable just being this quiet person and comfortable just with your own group of friends, with a select few people, and you can't be yourself around everyone, but you want to. That's the thing, you want to be yourself. When you're conversating with someone, it's almost like you're multitasking, thinking about what to say and also conversating with them. So it's like, it's so hard because it takes out so much energy. It's not like a normal conversation. Energy is being taken from you as you speak. So you get, after like I have a huge conversation with someone I just met, I feel so drained because I just used all my energy talking to that person. It's so weird. Back in elementary school, I would talk to everyone. I'd be friends with everyone. And I miss that feeling because I loved being friends with everyone. I loved talking to everyone. Once I got into high school, I realized I couldn't be friends with everyone. There's so many different types of people, and it was hard to even find a group of friends that I fit in with. And I really hope this is just, oh fuck, the cameras. I really hope this is just a teenager thing. Like, I don't want to be a grown man and scared to talk to people, bro. Like, even now, I want to be like normal, man. I want to talk to people. I just can't. It's so hard. And some people just think it's being scared to talk to people, but on the surface level, that is true. There's more depth to that. It's underlying insecurities, fear of being judged, and like past experiences. It's so confusing because being aware of it doesn't even work. I'm aware that I'm scared to talk to people and I still can't talk to people. It's so weird just being aware of like your flaws. It's so hard to change them. And change takes time, and being aware of it isn't enough. You need to make the effort to make this change in yourself. Some people just think, oh, just go up to them and talk to them. But it's harder than that. There's literally like an energy that's stopping you from doing it. In the moment, I just feel so awkward. I have a fear of being awkward. That's like one of the main things. So there's a fear of awkwardness that's very prominent, and there's also a fear of being judged. That is huge too. It's all just underlying insecurities. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna be judged by my personality because maybe like I'm a weirder person or my interests are pretty weird. I feel like I'm gonna be judged for that, so I don't open up to people instantly. It takes like at least like 2 weeks to open up to a new friend. It's so bad. It's not healthy. I started getting social anxiety, I feel like, kind of in the transition from elementary school to high school. I didn't really have it in 7th grade. I started having it a lot in 8th grade. I started kind of building up this anxious persona, and I think COVID probably has a big factor to it because we were inside for like a year, and that made me comfortable just talking to like no one except being online all day. Technology is also a big factor of this. Like, people are only socially anxious because they're fucking on their screens all day and not talking to people. Like, socializing is like a normal human thing. Why are we scared to socialize? It's so weird. Like, we aren't supposed to be just by ourselves. That's not how humans are supposed to be. And I know that because when you actually do get comfortable talking to someone, your conversation skills are on autopilot at that point. Like, you don't even have to think to talk to people. And now it's kind of affected me today, and I have trouble kind of making friends and conversating with random people. It was also during puberty when my brain was growing. It kind of ruined my growth and kind of made me grow into a socially anxious person. Like, as a teenager, my brain's growing, so I'm starting to think more. The more you think, the worse it gets. That's what I learned. Maybe 8th grade, and it started dying down, but as soon as I got into high school, it got so bad. That's when it peaks. 9th grade, social anxiety was crazy. I feel like it wasn't as bad as how it is now. Grade 9, I still had a couple of friends. Actually, started grade 9, I had like no friends, and then I kind of made some friends, and it started going away. Still had it, it started going away. Grade 10, I was the loudest person in the world. Like, grade 10, I talked to everyone, bro. Grade 11, still talk to everyone. Now it's getting kind of bad. I'm trying to grow from it again, but it got so bad like a few months ago. But I'm trying to build up my confidence and self-esteem again. It's even taking me so long to articulate my thoughts on camera. And this fucking camera's not even a real person. Why am I not able to speak my mind? Obviously, I'm getting better at that. But it just takes time. You just have to stop thinking. You have to make yourself uncomfortable. Once you make yourself uncomfortable, you'll start talking to people. And once you make a few conversations, be proud of yourself. I've started to do that, and I've started to build up my self-esteem again after forcing myself to conversate with people, go out of my comfort zone. It's gonna feel so uncomfortable, but after you do it, you're gonna feel so good. And once you get more comfortable being uncomfortable, honestly, you don't need to do it instantly. Don't instantly just do everything. Just start a few conversations here and there. You have to initiate the conversations. You can't be the one. You can't wait for someone to come up to you and then you conversate with them. You have to initiate it, and then it's gonna feel really draining conversating with them. But after that conversation, make yourself feel proud. Be happy that you just had a conversation with them. And then you keep doing that, and boom, you're gonna be yourself.